Hey guys, today is the very last day of our Christmas devotions. It is Christmas Day, and I want to say Merry Christmas to you. And I hope you've enjoyed these devotions, and as I have said before, these will not be a continued thing. It won't be daily devotions. I will go back to my weekly Bible studies, but I really wanted to do this. I don't know for sure if I'm going to take a week off and then start the Bible studies again. And one reason why I don't know is because I really don't know what the doctor's going to say about Jeff's eye at the point of me recording this. So we'll see. But I do plan on continuing Bible studies because I really do enjoy doing that with you guys. And as I've said before, what I'm doing here on my YouTube channel is not my only Bible study. So it's not as if I'm skipping study just because I'm not doing it with you. So you guys don't skip study just because you're not doing it with me. I know you're not doing that. I'm just joking around. So anyway, today is day 14. And I really enjoy this book so much. I really love sharing these devotions with you guys. And if you have an opportunity to get this book, I would recommend it. If you can afford it. If you can't, maybe you can get it from the library and read it. It is just daily devotions. I'm not sure exactly how many's in here. There's 35 daily devotions, so it's like just a few months worth, but it's really good, I feel like. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with this. So you guys, if you are watching it on Christmas Day, you can get on with your Christmas stuff. If you're not watching it Christmas Day, that's okay too. Do whatever you need to do. I'm just glad you're here. Alright, so it's He Satisfies. And like I said yesterday, if you watched yesterday's, I'm going to read it from the book because it's just so good. And she did give you permission to read excerpts from the book if it was for like review, and I have reviewed the book. I do enjoy it, so hopefully I'm not breaking any rules. I really don't know. I'm not reading the whole book, so that's okay. Maybe just enough to whet your appetite, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, okay. Jesus, this is John 4:13 and 14. Jesus answered, "Everyone who drinks this water will be thirsty again, but whoever drinks the water I give them will never thirst. Indeed, the water I give them will become in them a spring of water welling up to eternal life." Christmas 2012 was perfect, really as perfect as a holiday could be, considering the very obvious battle my family was fighting. The gifts were just right. The food was delicious. Thank you, Food Network. Our home was warm and sparkly. Perfect. And yet something was missing. As I got in bed Christmas Eve and pulled the covers around my chin, I felt it seeping in. An aching void, an agitated discontent, an unnamed, unwanted Christmas intruder. Melancholy. Tossing and turning, I tried to throw the bomb out, tried to reason it out, tried to focus on the great night it out, but still melancholy churned a river inside me. Was it regret that the holiday was nearly over? Frustration at the not quite right things? Envy of other families enjoying Christmas Eve free of terminal illness and all the uncertainty it brings? I asked myself these honest, painful questions, hoping to quickly get beyond the anger, the feelings of gray, murky midnight that grew more suffocating by the minute. But the more I thought, the more frustrated I became. Then it came, something I had been studying for the past few weeks. I need to start that part over. Then it came, something I had been studying for the past few weeks. It wafted in like the song down in Whoville, and it hit my heart hard at first. Maybe hard enough to crack the resilient shell I had constructed to deal with all the emotions of the holiday. And then in soft waves of bubbling solace, it came full force into my weary spirit. If anyone is thirsty, let him come to me and drink. John 7:37. Over and over it rolled, "Are you thirsty? Come to me." No conditions or pre-qualifications. No caveats or consolations. Just Jesus, the only true satisfaction, the only lasting life. Why doesn't a perfectly perfect Christmas satisfy? I honestly have no idea. It looks really good on paper. All I know for sure is that this churning thirst has stirred in me in varying degrees and for all the holidays I can remember, not just the difficult ones. Each has held a thrilling high followed by a drop of some degree. Sometimes the drop is small and sometimes it's huge, but it's always been there, just on the other side of what I thought had been perfect. The only explanation I can come up with is this. Christmas might sometimes thrill us, but it can never really fill us. Come to me and drink. This beautiful line was not spoken by Jesus. It was shouted by Jesus. In fact, the Greek word is ekkraxon. I may not be saying that right. I'm sorry if I'm not. To scream or cry out. Jesus stood in the middle of masses that had gathered on the greatest day of the feast. Sounds like Christmas, yes? And he yelled at the top of his lungs to the people he loved. Here I am. I'm here to fill you. Come to me for a long, tall drink of satisfaction. This same idea is prophesied by Isaiah long before Jesus came in the flesh. Come, all you who are thirsty, come to the waters, and you who have no money, come, buy and eat. Come, buy wine and milk without money and without cost. Isaiah 55:1. Do you hear the passion in those words? The prophet is nearly begging us to take advantage of this beautiful gift. He knows we are weary travelers in a parched land, wandering through the wilderness of our world, hoping to stumble on the one thing that will give us rest and refreshment. Isaiah offers us the solution by asking us to come, to move toward the source of life. 8 centuries later, Jesus repeats the offer to the people in Jerusalem. And 2,000 years after that, on a sad Christmas Eve, he extended the invitation to me as well. It sounded like a whisper, but he must have been shouting to be heard through the tumult of my noisy thoughts. From somewhere outside my tiny, temporary bubble of reality, he yelled a lifeline to me. You're not sad, Bo. You're just thirsty. Come to me. I'm so thankful for access to the one and only the only well that never runs dry. And I'm thankful for Christmas Eve that leads me there. Has a nearly perfect or less than perfect or not at all perfect holiday season left you wanting more? Go to him. He's good at filling empty hearts with fresh hope that lasts. And this final Christmas devotion is the one that for some reason I like the most, because it is just the simple invitation of you coming to Jesus. He's saying, come to me. You need him more than you need a perfect Christmas. You need him more than you need whatever loss you have faced or whatever loss you are facing. I know that might sound really bad and mean, but I have lost. And I learned I needed Jesus more than I needed what was lost. Yes, I would be so happy if my daddy was still here. I would be so happy if I could still celebrate Christmas with him. I would be so happy if we had those 6 children that we lost. But honestly, the loss I faced is covered by Jesus. That water that he gave me to drink. The losses of those that I loved, I can face because of him. So this one just it just hit me different. It feels like a cool drink of water, a fresh drink of water. Because you know how you feel whenever you go outside and you've been working in the yard and you're hot and you're sweaty and you come in and you drink a cool swallow of water. It feels so good. This water is so much better. It's a bajillion times better. And I know that's not a word, but it's what I say. And he's inviting us to come and drink. And then he will hold us in his arms through our loss, through our pain, through our struggle. No matter what it is, whether it's a loss of a loved one, whether it is loss of health, or you're now a caretaker for a loved one, it doesn't matter what it is. Loss of a job, loss of your home, it could be anything. He's there. And that's what he is saying. Come to me. Don't forget that I am there for you. So, today's thing is finding hidden hope. Grab a journal or a piece of blank paper and write a list of everything you have hope for, even if you mostly just hope to make it through this day. Write it down and then hold it up to God as you ask for his hope to meet you in this new season. So, I think one key thing that we can get from this is she is saying journal. Write down those things. The things that you need, the things that you want. Don't just write them. Make them your prayer. Speak them out to God. And he will listen. And as I have said before, God's answers are not always yes. They're not always no. Sometimes they're maybe. Sometimes they're later. So whatever God decides for you, accept it. Because he would not do it if it was not something you needed. So that is all of the devotions. I just want us to focus on Jesus. Focus on that well. Go to the well. There's lots to drink. Stay in the Word. Keep your devotions going. Don't stop just because, the 14 days are over. You can find all sorts of devotions online. Our Daily Bread is an online thing that you can get, and every day there will be another devotion that they will send to you in email if you choose to do that. I think they even have an app, but I'm not positive. The Bible app has a devotion every day. They even have a video devotion that you can watch. They have a scripture of the day. You can find devotions that are free is what I'm saying. Just look it up online. If you can watch a YouTube channel, I'm pretty sure you could find some sort of devotion that can bring you through every season, not just Christmas season. But I do hope that you guys were helped by these devotions. I hope that you feel the love that I have for you, and these devotions strengthen all of us, because I need strength too during this time, because it's very difficult to be celebrating without my whole entire family here. And Selena and Bobby are not here, and it's difficult. And if y'all probably haven't heard me talk about Bobby very much, but it's Selena's husband. So I talk about Selena. She's my daughter, and some of you may not even realize that we have a daughter because she's not here. She's in previous videos, but she lives in Pennsylvania. She's 1,000 miles away. This season is hard because she's not here, but we've made the best of it. I'm pretty sure it's hard on her too, because it's not like her traditional Christmases growing up. But I've tried to do things to make it, I sent them Christmas gifts, and then I wanted to surprise them with stocking stuffers, but I couldn't figure out a way to do it on Christmas Day. And I know that material things don't matter, but it's the thought that you send to people, not just the thing you send to people. But it's a difficult season. It's a difficult season because of the news of Jeff's eye. That by the time you see this, we should have gotten some sort of answer from the specialist, but at least we hope. But we don't know at the point of me recording this, so it's difficult. It's also difficult to see our parents getting older and not able to do like they used to. So that's another difficulty. But we have Jesus. We can go to that well and drink anytime. He's always there for us. We don't have to pray by just, you don't have to close your eyes and bow your head to pray. You can be praying while driving down the road. You can pray while you're in the shower. You can talk to God anytime. So I just want you to be encouraged that He's there. So I will talk to you guys next time. Thank you so much for being here with the devotions, or participating in the devotions with me. I know that this may not be everybody's cup of tea, but it's mine, so I'm sharing with you. I'm sharing a cup of tea, not spilling the tea. But anyway, I'm still a goofball. I can't help it. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. And if you don't mind, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing. If you have a prayer request, you can leave that down below. And even though it is Christmas Day, I will be checking my comments. I'll be checking on you guys because I love you. And that's just what I do every day. You're my friends and you're important to me. So, with all that being said, remember, don't take any wooden nickels and be sweet.